Welcome to my October 2022 Advanced Jumper Stroke Sleeper Guide. In this video I'm going to go through what I think is now the best way to start your new free-to-play account or even your low-pay account. If you are a part of a project though, or are just looking to try and get the highest, join the best alliance you can, the top alliance, and easily maintain the minimum power requested by that alliance, then this is not the video for you. You may, I will put a link in the comments to my last community jumper guide, and there might be a lot more tips in there for you. But if you're playing at a higher level or interested in a more advanced approach, this is the video for you. First thing I'm going to say is I'm going to use some terms during the video that you might not recognize, so I may give some brief descriptions, but if you don't understand, then just please ask in the comments. So my first recommendation is that before you create your new main account, you create two fort buddy accounts like this one here. These are burner accounts. They're not for the long-term play. I would suggest you use Britain, so you have the 5% to train in, and Boudica, who is a decent peacekeeper. These accounts I would advise to be made on day 3 of a kingdom. The reason you make them on day 3 is so the Lohar event has started. You then have 3 or 4 days where you're going to fill these accounts with Lohar. You're just interested in getting as many of the blue and green Lohar as you can. Obviously more blue the better. You also want Boudica to be competent, that she can kill a strong blue Lohar with very little help if possible. So obviously get into her talents, and you want the mighty force, the domination, and the killer instinct. So now you're ready to make your first account. You want to make this is your main account, You want to make it though as soon as a new kingdom opens. And you're going to be doing a 1-day jump on this account. One of the 2 fort bodies jumps also to this kingdom where you've created your new main account and supports the new account through the first day by dropping blue Lohar and running them with your new main. And if you're obviously in a few of you doing it together, even better, because they might have a few blue Lohar as well. The aim, of course, is to get Lohar. Once you've got Lohar, you want to open him to his 3rd skill is open. And only at that point will you put the first 10 heads into him, because you're aiming always at first for his 3rd skill. The reason you have to do this, I know it's a bit of a nuisance to make a fort buddy 3 days before you intend to make your main account, but the barbarians are very low day 1 and 2 before the Lohar events starts for your new main account. The opportunity to get decent rewards from barbarians is very low, and I say getting these running these Lohar instead would be much more valuable. Obviously you might say, well, I'm losing out on XP because even the low barbarians give me experience points, but remember, as long as you're hitting some of the skill 3 with your heads that you're getting on Lohar, then you'll easily get that experience back over time by using Lohar to kill barbarians. Obviously, day 1 of this jump, it's only a 1-day jump, you're obviously going to get everything to level 7, get the research as high as possible, do as much as the map as you can. I know that's difficult, but don't worry, do as much as the map as you can. Obviously get in only medium and high caves. The more you do, the better. But obviously it's very difficult with only 2 barbarians to do a large percentage. But set yourself a target and go for it. Now, don't forget to get the redeem gifts, of course. Because as you all know, you're going to be able to claim those twice. And that's one of the benefits of the 1-day jump. So grab your redeem gifts. There's a lot knocking around at the moment, so this would be a good time. Now, Then we are now going to wait till the next kingdom opens. You use your beginner's teleport and you jump into the next kingdom. You leave your previous fort buddy where you've emptied all the blue lohar. Maybe there's a few green lohar left, but don't worry about those. And the other fort buddy you created 3 or 4 days ago, you then jump into the new kingdom to support your main account. Again, for those first 2 days though, you're just concentrating on giving him blue lohar and getting the lohar's third skill to 70%. After that period has finished, obviously this fort buddy can then be used as a farm or a throwaway farm for your main account. So we're now going to have a few different options. The first option is that you go for the 1.5 million, which means you're going to build like crazy. I would strongly suggest that to go for the 1.5 million that you're going to be a barbarian chainer. Because remember, with the barbarian chain, every 5 minutes speed up you get from a training speed up you get from a barbarian is an extra 24 tier 1, which is 24 points you don't have to find from building and research. And of course, every talent that you spend on your commanders or every skill is, hey, there you go, that's exactly what you want to do, is like 800 on Lohar and even more on some of the other commanders. So concentrate on that. Don't forget to get all your redeem gifts again. Now, obviously there are some other choices. If you don't want to go for the 1.5 million, by all means you can just save your speed ups. But I would strongly recommend to show a little bit of power to get into one of the top 4 to 6 alliances. What you want, of course, are the Sanctum rewards. So look for one of the look for an alliance that is firstly gaining alliance coin in an intelligent manner. So instead of it saying application needed to join, it may be have some decent amount of power but be free to open. That would suggest that the person in charge is rotating new players to get a lot of alliance coin quickly. You also want them to be located near the middle of 4 sanctums, because that's what they're going to be going for, or even the middle of the zone, so that they can spider out to get rewards. Once you're in your alliance, I want you to concentrate on farming helps. If you don't know how to do this, it's very simple. Helps appear on this screen before they appear in the help. They appear on this screen, or even in your castle on top of your alliance center. This means you get the opportunity to farm helps by refreshing this screen like crazy, especially on a new kingdom when everybody's building like crazy. And you will get these very valuable rewards, which are the 5-minute speed ups, which will really help you either get that 1.5 million or help you later if you're saving them. On my last main account, I think I got about 3,000 helps on my first day with this method, and that was about 500 5-minute speed up. So it is significant. It is worth doing. Then of course, I will say just one thing. If you look at my sleeper guide, you'll notice that I did go for a lot of the donation prizes, but I feel that this was a mistake, and although they look very pretty and it was nice for me to show that I'd got those 24 hours and 8 hours, that it's more social, more fun to be in the top alliance. You're guaranteeing the Sanctum rewards, you're getting the helps. So although I got those 8-hour speed ups and those 24-hour speed ups, I did lose at some points. I lost a lot of helps. So I would actually suggest to join an alliance and not worry about this anymore. Also, it's very boring sitting in an alliance on your own. You're going to also miss lots of lohars and such like. So let's forget that for the moment, which I know I've been saying to do for a long time, but I feel to go down the social route and guarantee those sanctums if you can. There is one, obviously, if you're able to play as a hermit, which means you're a blue stack expert or a multi-count expert, and you can get as many extra accounts as you need. or certainly enough to match however many helps you need, then of course there could be the advantage of obviously be a hermit, but that's obviously for the real professionals. So for example, I would need 24 accounts in my private alliance or my blue stack, and I say you wouldn't need to manage them, you just need to press the help on them. So that is an option, but I think next time I go, I'm just going to go down the social route and lose that. So when the first day, 7 days are over, of course, remember the 600k is a good decent price first week. The 1 million is a decent price first week. But if you get that 1.5 million, well done to you. I hope you're a barbarian chainer, because I would think without barbarian chaining, you will hurt your account's future by using absolutely everything you've got to get to that 1.5 million. But it is an option now. Now, around the altars, which will be coming next, I would suggest that it would be really brilliant if the seasonal event started about then. A 7-day seasonal event just about around day 9 or 10 when you're going to do the altars would be brilliant. After that, of course, you've got the past ones. Then there are a couple of options here at the end. So you jumped for a day. If you were to then only spend if you were then after the past ones at day 20 to jump 8 kingdoms forward instead of 9, which would be the maximum 10 in total, it would then give you the opportunity to not only double count the altars and the past ones, but you could also double count the shrines. So I think you would miss the past 2s, but after your 30-day cooldown had finished, you could then jump one more day after you've done the shrines to do the shrines again. This, of course, could be a huge benefit, but it would also give you the chance that if you've jumped into a bit of a Turkey kingdom, that you could then, at least you can move one kingdom forward again, as opposed to what I might have to do is move one kingdom back. So keep that in mind. I would recommend going quite hard on your sunset team. Again, especially if you're a barbarian chainer, because you're going to be taking a 10-day advantage into Sunset Arena, which is of course huge. Now, running alongside this, so after you've done your 1-day jump and jumped into the new kingdom, then maybe day 3, I would think about starting, when a new kingdom has opened up, about starting your farm account or farm network. And that would, of course, give them 7 days, and you have to keep them under level 7, but that will give them 7 days through the barbarian, the Lohar event. Wait a second, am I doing this right? Yes. About day 3, so that they can then jump to your target kingdom when it opens and be there waiting for you. They will, of course, have been able to do Lohar twice, which will be very beneficial. So that'll be some more Lohar when you get there to your new kingdom. But as I say, they'll need to be separate to your main account, as your main account will be in with the Fort Buddy, unless, of course, you are able to manipulate this in some way. So this is what I think is the current best start you could possibly get. But be careful with that last stage of double counting the shrines, because you're going to look like you're just grabbing rewards, and you are just grabbing rewards. Don't forget, though, adding in that extra jump would also mean you would triple count the monument rewards. So at day 20, when you jump back to day 10, day 20, when you jump back 8 days, under my suggestion, you would get the monument again. And then again, when you jump, if you were to double count the shrines, you would collect the monument yet again. So that would be 3 times collecting the monument. And I know it's only the kingdom-wide things you can collect, but they really add up. Okay? So this is my current best advanced idea for the start of a free-to-play account. I hope this helps somebody. And if you've got any questions, please, please ask.